In this video, you will see the recipe of chili garlic momos, or simply can be called as momo Manchurian. This dish is also a good accompaniment with veg hakka noodles, the recipe of which I shared in my last video. To make this Manchurian, I am going to use the sauces and ingredients that are used in restaurants to get the umami flavor. This recipe is spicy, tangy, and believe me, it's a must try. So let's get started with the recipe. But before that, do not forget to subscribe to my channel for more such interesting recipes. So let's get started. Let's begin by making the dough for the momos. Here I am taking 1 cup of maida. To it I will add a teaspoon of salt and mix it well. Now using room temperature water, I will make a semi-tight dough. If the dough is loose, the momos will break while steaming. Knead the dough for 2 minutes and then I'll leave it to rest for 30 minutes. But before that, I'll apply oil on the top so that the dough does not dry up. While the dough is resting, let's make the stuffing. For that, in a pan, I'll take some oil and to it add some chopped garlic and a teaspoon of ginger. Saute till the raw smell goes away. Then add some green chilies and I will also add half of the red onion. The remaining half I'll add to the spicy sauce preparation. After sauteing 30 seconds or so, I will add 1 grated carrot and once again saute for just about 30 seconds. We do not want to overcook these vegetables but just want the water to evaporate. Next, I've taken a small cabbage which is finely grated. I will add all of it for the filling. If you do not want to saute the vegetables, mix the vegetables with some salt and leave them for 15 minutes. Then squeeze out all the water and discard that water and use the raw vegetables as stuffing. It's been 3 to 4 minutes and now I will add the capsicum at the last as it cooks fast. Add a tablespoon of soya sauce, some pepper powder and the salt. You will see that after adding soya sauce, the stuffing will become dark colored. So I will share a trick with you to retain the color when we make the Manchurian. It's okay if the stuffing is dark colored as it's going to be stuffed inside the momos, but it'll be very yummy. It's been 5 minutes and the stuffing has become dry. I do not want to overcook these vegetables, so I'll turn off the gas and let it cool down. Till then, our dough is set. Knead it for 30 seconds or so. And you can see the dough has become nice and soft. I will make small portions to make the momos. With 1 cup of maida, I can make medium size 9 to 10 momos. The stuffing I made will be used for 15 to 16 momos. So take the maida as per your requirement. I made more stuffing so that I can store it in the refrigerator and make one more batch of hot momos whenever I feel like. I'm going to roll one small portion into a small puri and make a small potli design. You can make any design of your choice. This is the simplest design and can be made by everyone. Do not roll it very thin as the momos will tear while steaming. Add good amount of filling so that there are no air pockets left inside the momos. Just pinch and close. Once all the folds are done, gather the folds upwards and give a twist so that the momos do not open during the steaming process. And here a simple momo is ready. I will make all the other momos in the similar way. To steam the momos, greasing with oil is very important so that the momos do not stick at the bottom. I'll place all the momos and then I'll put them in the steamer. I will place the momos and steam them without opening the lid for 10 minutes minimum on medium-high flame. After 10 minutes, the momos are ready. I'll leave them in a plate to cool down. Till then, let's start to prepare the spicy garlic sauce with restaurant-like secret ingredients. Isn't this looking so mouth-watering? Usually when we make Indo-Chinese, we use vinegar, ketchup, soya sauce, chili sauce and some corn flour. An absolutely flavorful ingredient to add in this is the oyster sauce. I'm going to use the vegetarian one which is made with mushrooms. So this is the first secret ingredient. Before beginning, I'll make the cornflour slurry and keep it ready too. Keep all the ingredients handy as Chinese food is made on high flame and it takes only minutes to complete the dish. Here the slurry is ready and let's start now the cooking process. I'm using refined sunflower oil. You can use sesame or peanut oil as well. Add sesame seeds, chopped garlic, grated ginger, green chilies and saute for 30 seconds or so till the raw smell goes away. When it turns aromatic, I'll add half of the onion, some spring onions and saute till the onion becomes translucent. Then I will add the capsicum and the second secret ingredient, that is the aromat powder. Aromat can be easily got at wholesale supply shop or you can order it online easily. This powder adds a wonderful flavor. Take care to add only a pinch of it or maximum 1/4 teaspoon in any Indo-Chinese preparation and believe me, the dish will taste as good as what you eat in restaurants. Next I will add the chili sauce. If you do not have a chili sauce, you can soak dry red chilies in hot water, grind them and saute on hot oil and use that paste instead of the chili sauce. Next I'm adding tomato ketchup to balance the taste. As I'm making spicy garlic sauce, I will add red chili powder which will also give a good color too. And then I will share with you how to add soya sauce without letting the sauce change the color. So keep watching. I'll quickly stir this, otherwise the chili powder may burn as the flame is kept on high. Next I'm adding the oyster sauce for the wonderful taste. Details of all the ingredients I've given in the description box below. This sauce is thick and has a strong flavor, so I'll be adding just about a tablespoon. And then I will add the seasoning sauce. This is a fermented sauce and all these ingredients which I have shown in this video impart a wonderful umami taste. I have added about a teaspoon of it. Adding chili flakes is optional. I'm making this very spicy as my son absolutely loves it that way. Add salt and then I will add sugar to balance the sweet and sour taste. I will request you to not skip the sugar while making the sauce. Remember, I have not added the soya sauce yet, so I will take the cornflour slurry and add soya sauce to it. When you mix the slurry, the color of the sauce will not change and will remain as it is. Keep stirring and cook for 5 to 6 minutes till the sauce thickens. You can add water to adjust the consistency. It's been 7 minutes and the sauce is ready. I will add spring onion leaves and then the momos. Coat each momo with the sauce and boil for just about 2 minutes. Garnish with spring onion leaves and sesame seeds and serve it piping hot. So I hope you liked today's video and will definitely try out this recipe. Do subscribe to my channel for more such interesting recipes, and yes, if you liked today's video, do not forget to press the like button. Thank you for watching.